Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Jay's Perspective. I know I've been gone for about 2 weeks. This was I was busy and also wanted to kind of think about what I wanted to do for the next video. Before I really get into that, though, I want to thank everybody for the continued support on all the content, all the likes, all the love and support that's been shown my way, all the new subscribers. I just appreciate all of you. I just want to let you know that, I appreciate everybody just expressing that they enjoy and get laughs out of what I say and that they can relate to what I'm talking about, because that's what it's all about, people. I go ahead and let it fly. I made this page, selfishly for myself to just kind of express myself on, but to be able to reach out to people and them to be able to relate to what's going on, that adds on to what I do, and I want to continue to push out the content for you guys, and keep on viewing and keep subscribing, keep sharing, and let's get on to this subject of the week. There's a story behind this one, and it really all just came to me yesterday. The other day, I think it was Saturday, I want to say, and I was at work, my morning job. I won't name the job specifically. If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. You can reference back to Know Your Role. I didn't say it there, but you kind of know the characters involved. But basically what happened here was the MVP of the NFL and his father, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes and Pat Mahomes Sr. were at our spot eating, and the reason I found out, I was at a table and they happened to just slip it out to me, and I was like, "Whoa, are you serious that he's here?" And I went and found out, and I went just to verify myself, and I seen. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I want to let a couple people know. I'm not gonna say the idiot's name, but this dummy decided to go ahead and say, and they call me Courtney down there. So he's like, "Courtney, we're not gonna do such and such." And I just turn around and let him know, like, "Hey, man, don't come like that. I know how to conduct and carry myself in these situations. Like, basically, get out my face before you get a word, and I put you in your place because you like to run that mouth and you like to flex on people who don't like to stand up for themselves, but you decide to mess with the wrong guy." What I'm getting at is bluffers. What are bluffers, you ask? Well, bluffers are assholes who like to carry themselves a certain way and use the bullying tactics to intimidate people who won't stand up for themselves, as far as, let's say, young females, or this young gentleman at the job, or this people who they see as softer or as under them, who don't have really, not called a backbone, but they're more worried about their jobs than, let's say, somebody like myself, who I know the game and I know the whole little infrastructure and how the power structure works, and how these individuals feel entitled to flex on people who they feel is below them, even though all you have at the end of the day, dipshits, is a title. Let's just say when you clock out, you are on the same time I'm on. You get up at the same time I get up. You sleep about the same amount of hours I sleep. And at the end of the day, you're a glorified babysitter, is what I like to call it, the position that you're in. So you really need to get your head out of your ass and realize that you need to humble yourself and figure out how to communicate better with people and stop being such a dipshit. The point of this is because this guy he uses bullying tactics. He likes to pull his assistant to the side and cuss him out and do this and do that, and have him pass on the word to make the assistant look like he's the bad guy, even though everybody and their mama knows this is coming from the head idiot of the whole organization. And it's like, the fact that you try to come at me, and let me just say this. I'm a very observant individual. Like, I sit around and I observe a lot of things, and I process a lot of things, and I usually keep to myself. And, in the past, I would usually let it fly on these things a little more than I do now, but I save my energy for bigger and better things. So I just sit back and I observe a lot of the nonsense that this idiot decides to pull throughout the work days, and the more that he does the nonsense, I mean, the angrier I get. But at the same time, I have an end goal and I have a game plan, and I'm not gonna let this imbecile interfere with any of my transgressions going on beyond those hours of the day. So I go in there, I make my money. Basically my mentality, as long as you don't mess with me, I'm not gonna mess with you. But as far as that particular situation that I referenced earlier with the Patrick Mahomes and his family and his dad being in there eating, and him directly saying my name and trying to come to me and talk to me like I'm one of these people that's gonna not know how to conduct myself around a professional athlete, like dipshit. I've met Kareem Hunt, I've met Tyreek Hill, and I conducted myself very professionally around both. And I've seen Kareem Hunt on 2 separate occasions, and each time I just shook the man's hand. Well, actually, the first time I shook his hand and let him go on, and the second time I served him personally. I knew it was him, but I didn't say his name. I didn't act a fool. I carried myself professionally because I know at the end of the day, they're humans just like us, and they just want to go out in public and have a good time. They don't want to be bothered. So for you to try to think that you need to reiterate this to me, get the hell out of my face, because what you learned was you almost got to cuss out on that particular moment. And once you realized what you were dealing with, you shut that damn mouth because you knew your role and you knew to shut that mouth immediately, because the next thing that was going to come out was going to be a snapping by me. So, and this is not to say that this is how you carry yourself in the work, because I'm not encouraging anybody to do this, but at the same time, realize and know your worth and know where you stand in these workplaces. Like these, especially in the restaurant industry, was where I work at. These places are a dime a dozen. I don't give a damn. Let me put the disclaimer out there. I don't give a damn about any of these restaurant jobs, because y'all are looking for people every day. You will hire a bum off the streets that doesn't know a damn thing, as long as he can fill a spot on your damn shift. And you know how I know this? Because I've seen this nonsense, and I've seen bums where I'm like, how in the hell do they have a job, and how do you continue work? I worked with somebody personally, and I got some boys that can tell you this. This person was literally blind, but they put him as a dishwasher, and they were okay with it. And he couldn't do his job really efficiently and needed help and got behind, especially on the weekends. So it was like, y'all don't give a damn about who y'all hire. Y'all just want to fill that shift and pay as least as possible to get the productivity out there, knowing that it's going to be low productivity that's going to fall on your worker. So as far as I'm concerned, to all you assholes who feel entitled, who are what I like to call bluffers, that's exactly what he is. And I promise you, every place I worked, especially in these restaurant industries, I have came upon these bluffers, and at the end of the day, I might end up losing my job because they don't like what I have to say, but it's the truth in what I have to say. Now, I'm going to play this smart and not fuck around and go in too hard, but when it needs to be addressed, it needs to be addressed. And the fact that your assistant is talking to me personally, and like I said, I'm not going to put any names out there, but your assistant's talking to me personally, and we chit-chat and we talk about you and you're a subject, and he told me personally he's cussed you out, yeah, you have a problem. You're a bluffer. And what a lot of people got to see on Saturday is that if you actually stand up to this asshole, that he will shut his mouth, because at the end of the day, he's just a scared individual who uses a title to feel empowered and want to flex on others. But when you actually flex on them, they shut their mouths because they know, hey, this is just a title here. I need to calm down because this is within the work hours. If he's going to do this here, I can only imagine what he'll do outside work. Now, I'm not talking about anything physical, but if I don't give a damn about these little low-grade pay rate jobs. Unless the job has benefits and is worth it and is worth my time, which really no 9 to 5 is, I'm not going to take too much nonsense, especially not in the restaurant industry. But, I just wanted to get that out there, let you guys know that there are a lot of bluffers. I know we all know them. And if you are a bluffer and you are viewing this video, listen to the words very carefully to knock that bullshit off. And let me put the final disclaimer out there that I don't give a damn if you're mad or not, because you know what I'm saying here is the truth, and I spit nothing but the truth because I'm the individual that doesn't mince and mix his words. When I say something that has a message behind it, 9 times out of 10, unless I'm really just joking around, and at that point I'm just bullshit. But with stuff like this, yeah, I don't mince and mix words. So for all you bluffers, knock your bullshit off and get your shit together and get your heads out of your asses. But you know, guys, I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate all the support for all the content. This is Jay's perspective. You guys have a great day. I will see you here soon. Let's get out of here. Let's go Chiefs. We're gonna have a B season. We're going to the Super Bowl, Red Parade, the whole nine. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.